What's up guys, I'm Connor Olson with Midwest Flyways. You probably don't recognize me because I'm usually the one that's behind the camera and doing all the editing and everything, but we've gotten a lot of requests for camera equipment, so today I'm going to go over what we use to achieve our cinematic and high quality video content. Alright, so first and foremost is the main camera. That's this one right here, and this is a 5D Mark IV. Right now it has a 16 to 35 millimeter lens on it. This is usually the lens that I use and the setup that I use for wider angle shots. It's not the one that I use all the time though. I'm gonna just put this camera as it is set up on a tripod shooting down at the other gear, but just so you know, this is the main camera that I use. On top I have a Sony Lavalier mic. I'll put all the links in the description below, and that's what I'm wearing right here to get the nice crisp clean audio. The acoustics in this room isn't the best, but it's what we're working with. So this is as close to a top-down shot as I can get, so I'm gonna do as best as I can with this. But this is my bag. It's a Low Pro. I believe it's a Trekker 400. The top comes off. I use that a lot for some cords and various things. And then this just zips open and all your gear is right there. I love this bag. It's traveled with me everywhere. I could shoot a documentary out of the stuff that I have in this bag. It's great. First and foremost is the camera, and it goes right here. And this is the 24 to 105 lens. This is the lens that I use the most on this camera. Even though it's an f4, I really like it and I use that the most. Next we have the drone. It's a Mavic Pro. I have used other drones before. I have an Inspire 1, but this one is just so compact. It's really good quality and it's able to travel with me wherever I go. So this is the drone that I would recommend if you're gonna be traveling at all. Here's the remote for it. Nice and easy, compact. This is my secondary camera. It's an 80D, and the reason I like this is because it has the oscillating screen. So if we're ever doing any kind of like vlog style, this is the camera that I use for that. It also is a great second camera. It shoots 60 frames per second at 1080p, which is what we shoot everything in. And it's a really good camera. It's nice and durable. So that's the secondary camera. This is the lens. It's a 50 millimeter. And this lens we use mainly for our interviews. It has a really nice shallow depth of field, which is great for an interview style. And so any kind of tutorials that we do, this is usually the lens that we're using. I have a case to hold a lens. The lens that goes in here is actually what's on the camera right now. It's the 16 to 35. So this one I'm able to take out and just take this lens then with me, so that's really nice. This is the 70 to 200. I actually never used this last season because I didn't have it. I just received it now in the mail. And that's the other thing, is that I actually run a production company. And so that's why we're able to use all this gear. So yeah, this is a 70 to 200 millimeter lens. This lens is great. It's a f2.8, so you get a really nice shallow depth of focus, but it's also a telephoto, so you can zoom in and really get that duck falling out of the sky if you need it. In the middle here are some cords and extra propellers, but underneath is another lens. This one is only for the 80D. It's a 10 to 18 millimeter, and that will achieve your super wide shots that you need if you're doing like a vlogging style. Or talking to the camera. And then this is the Video Mic Pro. This is the microphone that I use to capture all the audio in the field. It's a great microphone, and it's only like 200 bucks. So if you're thinking about really just getting into filmmaking at all, this is the microphone you want to go with. I bought this probably 4 years ago and it's still trucking. It's doing great. Cords in the bottom with my chargers, and then sometimes I have a circular polarizer on that lens to really kick out the blues in the sky, as well as so that you can see through the water if you need to. So this is the main gear that I use. I also have two 128 gigabyte SD cards, and they're able to be held right up in here. As I said before, all the links are in the description below. I wanted to just introduce what the gear is that I use. If you guys are interested in more deeper questions of like which ones I use in certain scenarios, just let me know, because I can definitely do that for you. Put that in the comments. If you have any suggestions for gear I should use or should try, put that in the comments as well. We also have hats now and t-shirts, so check in the description below for links to that. But anyway, thanks guys. See you next time.